Hi, I'm Dana Harvey. I'm a psychedelics and microdosing educator and guide, and I'm pleased to be partnering with Maa Yoga to ensure that your participation in the upcoming Gentle Yoga, Sound Bath, and Microdosing class is safe, informed, and comfortable. I'll provide you with a bit of information now, and then at the beginning of the class, for about 10 or 15 minutes before you consume your optional microdose, I'll provide a bit more information and answer any questions you may have. And please note that the microdosing portion of the class is optional, and you will fully enjoy the yoga and the sound bath without it. So do feel free to come along, even for the microdosing education, and to participate in the class. And if you do decide to partake in the optional microdosing, there are 5 things that you should know. And I'm going to cover those 5 things in this video today. The 5 things are: what is a microdose? What will you be consuming? How might you feel? Is it safe? And where can you find out more? So let's start with, what is a microdose? A microdose is, quite simply, a minuscule amount of a psychedelic or hallucinogenic substance, most commonly psilocybin, which is the active ingredient in magic mushrooms, or LSD. Taking a microdose, like we'll be inviting you to do at the class, is consuming that tiny bit of substance in anticipation of experiencing subtle possible effects like enhanced mindfulness, flow, boosted creativity, increased stamina, or a deeper connection to yourself, your body, and your emotions. These potential benefits can possibly enhance activities like yoga and sound baths and take them to a whole new level. I do think that it's important to note that taking a microdose, like we'll be doing at the class, is different than the practice of microdosing, which is done over the period of time, according to a specific protocol, and with the intention of experiencing long-term sustained benefits, like reduced anxiety and depression, less pain, easing of addictions, and more. Think of taking a microdose, like we'll be doing in this class, versus the practice of microdosing, similarly to the difference between taking a yoga class and embarking on a dedicated yoga practice. Sure, you'll likely feel good and have some benefits from just one yoga class, but if you want to experience a stronger body, weight loss, increased mindfulness, or more flexibility, you would need to practice yoga over a period of time. You'd need to know when to take breaks and have the ongoing instruction of a teacher to guide you. So in this class, we welcome you to join us in taking a microdose. And if you'd like to learn more about the practice of microdosing, feel free to reach out to me. The second thing you're going to want to know is, what are you taking? So in this class, you will be invited to consume psilocybe mushrooms, commonly known as magic mushrooms. 100% natural, dried, ground, and consumed in a capsule or in chocolate. I'll guide you on a dosage that will be right for you on the day of the class, but in general, as a guideline, microdose is 1/10 to 1/20 of a therapeutic or recreational dosage. So in the case of magic mushrooms, it's generally between 25 and 200 or maybe slightly more milligrams. The third thing you want to know is, how will you feel? Let's start with how you won't feel. I guarantee you will not hallucinate and you will not feel high. If you experience either of those things, you are not taking a microdose, which is meant to be largely imperceptible. Anything you may experience will be subtle, like feeling heightened appreciation for the music, having more stamina, or feeling a rise in your emotions, even being a little bit giggly or, on the other hand, a little bit weepy. Or you might feel nothing at all. And this is totally okay and totally normal. As I said, microdosing is meant to be largely subperceptual. Or you might think you feel nothing at all, but you might get to the end of the class and reflect on it and just think, that was a really good class. The bottom line is that when you take a microdose, you should be able to do anything you would normally do, including drive a car, take care of your kids, go to work, or take a yoga class without any impairment. Okay, let's talk about number 4. Is it safe? Generally, yes. Microdosing psilocybin is extremely safe, and this has been proven in numerous clinical trials. And that's to say nothing about the fact that these are 100% naturally occurring plants with extremely low toxicity that have been used by indigenous people for millennia with positive effects. And there have never been any reported deaths from magic mushroom overdoses, ever. That being said, I recommend caution if you are on antidepressant or anti-anxiety medications, including SSRIs or MAOIs, as psilocybin may blunt the intended effects of your prescription. Also, if you have a family history of bipolar, schizophrenia, or psychosis, microdosing might not be right for you. If you have any questions or concerns, I highly recommend you consult with a medical or mental health professional. And finally, where can you find more information? If you're interested in learning more about psychedelics and sacred plant medicines, I recommend the book How to Change Your Mind by Michael Pollan, and The Psychedelic Explorer's Guide by the godfather of microdosing, Dr. James Fadiman, and A Really Good Day by Ayelet Weldon. And I'll bring copies of all of these books to our class so you can check them out. And in the meantime, feel free to join me every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. on Clubhouse for the Psychedelic Microdosing 101 room, and every Friday morning for the Psychedelics 101 room. You can find out more information about these rooms on my website, www.theflourishacademy.org. I look forward to providing more information and support and answering any questions you may have when we get together for the Gentle Yoga, Sound Bath and Microdosing class at Maa Yoga. See you then.